Wake up. Wake up. I'm making a video now. Hey guys. Hey. Miss me?
Did you miss me?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought we would take a look at the craziest Animal Crossing confessions, which is just like some unpopular opinions or just confessions from us as players. So we're gonna be taking a look at some people that just have a lot to say about certain things about Animal Crossing. And some of these are really juicy. Can you guys see my Christmas tree? Probably not, because my big fat head is in the way, but like, look. Christmas, am I right? Anyway, let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, so we're going to be taking a look at Reddit, because Reddit is very unfiltered, so people can honestly just say what they want to say on Reddit, so I thought that'd be the best place to go to find these Animal Crossing confessions. The first confession we have is, this is not a confession, this is a fact. Curly is a terrible person. He's the kind of guy to cut in line, go over the speed limit, and dislike people for their looks. Curly looks like the type of person that would go to a restaurant, eat all the food, and complain about it so he can get it for free. Someone replied to this comment and said, I heard that when he takes a train, not only does he take up 2 seats, but also watches videos on full volume without headphones. This Animal Crossing confession says, I never had a horse on my island. I thought I had a horse. Even gave him a horse stable and a few obstacles to jump over and made it look like the Able sisters were owning this horse stable. Turns out Rodeo is a cow, not a horse. Now I have a horse stable filled with those Nook Miles playground horsies. Rodeo sounds like it would be a horse. I can see where you're coming from. Rodeo looks like he is like all nice and stuff, and at night he leads like a cult and like has like a lot of members, and nobody knows about it except the people in the cult and Rodeo himself, who is the leader of the cult. Rodeo. Someone said, my confession would be that I'm just gonna do anything I want and get anyone I want in this game because I didn't pay $60 for someone to tell me what I can and can't do. It's Animal Crossing, you can literally do anything that you want to do in the game. Who's gonna stop you? Well, maybe Tom Nook. He might stop you. This person commented, you mean things that we're ashamed of or have done? And someone said, yeah. And so this person said, I guess for me, it would be putting a gong in front of Huck's house and making a ruckus at night. He finally moved out and I'm happy. I think it's funny because when Animal Crossing New Horizons came out, a big thing was trying to figure out how to get villagers to move. Now we have a specific mechanic and everything that we can do to get them to leave. But back then, we just thought that you just had to annoy the crap out of any villager that you didn't like and then they would just move out. Because I personally thought the same thing. I had Renee as my starter villager and I hated Renee. I like literally hated her. Every time I saw her, I wanted to... I couldn't figure out how to get her to move. She would not move. Like she was like, I love it here. Oh my gosh, I just love it here. And I'm like, can you go? And then she didn't move for I think like 4 months. Someone said, New Horizons was my first ever Animal Crossing game. I had no previous experience with it. So when I got pears in the mail for my mother, I ate them all. My island naturally has peaches. I had no clue that you could plant them. I was an idiot. Yeah, your mom was like, here you go. Have some pears. And you said, that was too good. Can we get the bill? Someone said, I don't care about the villagers at all. I put all their houses right up against the beach just to get them as out of the way as possible. I only talked to them by mistake. I even throw away lost items because I can't be bothered because I just care so little about them. That's very interesting considering the villagers have such a big part in Animal Crossing. Like, this one is like next level. Okay, this Animal Crossing confession said, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I don't let koala villagers on my island because they have chlamydia. Huh? Excuse me? I just clicked on this article that's literally about actual koalas, and it says one of the leading killers of Australia's enduring koalas is a bacterial infection, chlamydia. Koalas have chlamydia? What? Someone commented on this and said, I tried to give Canberra a leaf mask to cover her scary face, but she wore it on top of her head. So relieved when she left. Canberra looks like she would get like a face mask, like a mask or something, and she'd be like, oh, this is gonna go on my head. Someone also replied to this and said, I know it's silly, but this is exactly why I got rid of Alice immediately. Koalas have chlamydia? What the freak? This person said, I wasted a bunch of time in the last bug off looking for a nearby cicada before realizing that it was a real cicada outside making the noise. This would be me. I have been looking for hours, days even, for this cicada. Where is it? I can't find it. So you're telling me that the cicada that I've been hearing is outside my window on a tree? Are you kidding me? This Animal Crossing confession says, I am not ashamed. I own 9 copies of Animal Crossing New Leaf. 9 copies? I mean, I guess that makes sense because if you get another game, you can just make a new town. I'm being a little hypocritical here because I think I have 2 Animal Crossing New Leafs. So this confession says, when I was younger, I would go to my dad's house in the middle of nowhere every other week, and I was so isolated. There was no cable or internet, and my dad would work, so I would basically be by myself, and I would just play Animal Crossing Wild World 24/7. I used to feel like my villagers were genuinely my friends, and I would be so excited to rush home and play and see what I'd missed. Actually, I can kind of relate to that. In 2020, I turned 16, and so on my birthday, I was playing Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I had no idea that they did like a birthday celebration or whatever. I remember I got on Animal Crossing, and Mitzi was like, "Hey King, happy birthday, come follow me, I have a surprise for you." And literally the villagers that were there were like, "You mean so much to us, and we're so glad that we have you." I bawled my eyes out. It's kind of like embarrassing to look back on, but that was wow, like that really got me. I don't know what it was, but it got me. This person said, in retail and Animal Crossing New Leaf, I pushed visiting villagers towards any items in the flea market until they noticed them, saying I will find an item for a villager or will go to their house and not follow through. Yeah, actually, I did the same thing in retail. Whenever I would sell something to retail, my piece of furniture would be on display. Every time I saw a villager in there, I would like push them and be like, hey, you like this? And then they'd be like, oh, can I buy this? And I'm like, yes, you can buy it. Okay, here you go. This person said, I think Lucky is getting creeped out by how many love letters and gifts I send him every day. I can tell by his tone that he finds me unsettling, but he's the only villager I like. I ignore everyone else. I feel like our Animal Crossing villagers are kind of real. That sounds really stupid to say, but it just, hear me out. Mitzi is my favorite villager. I've said this like 20 million times. Like if you know this, you know this. If you don't, you don't. Now you know, hey, Mitzi is my favorite villager. I remember I sent her a letter on Animal Crossing New Horizons because she asked me to leave and I told her no. And I sent her a letter and I was like, please don't leave. And I think she sent me a letter back and she was like, I'm not going anywhere, Dayton. And I was like, what a real conversation I just had with a game. Are Animal Crossing villagers real? I think that's gonna be my next video. Are Animal Crossing villagers real? This person said, I enjoy nudging my villagers into pitfalls. I know I'm bad, but it's hilarious to see Pee-wee freak out and stomp away like King Kong in a pink shirt. But it's very satisfying to see a villager fall into them. I think it's really funny. Someone said, so according to my friends, running after truffles and trying to catch her with my net as many times as possible so she moves out faster is a scary and not okay thing to do. Honestly, do what you need to do. Get that villager to leave, you know? Okay, I think the last one we should do is just very good. This person has a slideshow of photos and the caption is, my least favorite Animal Crossing villagers and why. We have Lionel and it says no. Bella, she scares me. Coach, unappealing. Chops, questionable design choices. That's what I'm saying. Who made Chops and said this is the one? This is the one. Everyone's gonna love him. Because I don't know who else does. They put Tabby and said, do I need to explain? No, Tabby's cute, okay? I love all the cats. They're all beautiful. Don't ever come for my cats ever. They put Gigi and said, I don't know what they're trying to do here. Twiggy, she wants to kill me. Canberra, she looks wrong and I don't know why. Beardo, anyone else miss those days where their clothes covered their entire body? Moose, get this smug mouse out of my town. Barreled, I'm sorry for what they did to you. And then finally they just put a picture of Rilla with no comment. And honestly, I agree. That spoke volumes. Well, I think that's enough Animal Crossing confessions for one day. Maybe I'll do another one. Actually, you know what? Comment your Animal Crossing confessions. Anything. Be as honest as possible. Just say what you want to say. If you do, I might do a part 2 where I read more Animal Crossing confessions and I'll probably include some of y'all's. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and you should also subscribe. Come on guys, we're almost at 500 and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I still hate the fact that you can't see my Christmas tree. Like my big head is in the way. Anyway, bye, I'm going now.